A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Alpina Opendorf Hotel here in San Johann Pongau in Austria. It's day 2 of the Billard Beckmann Men's Open and we've got a losers round match for you between Daniel Guttenberger from Austria up against Arjan Matrizi from Albania. It's 10 ball, of course, best of 3 sets. Each set is a race to 4. There's no golden break or early 10s. It's a cool pocket, of course. There's 3 foul rule in operation. There's also a 30-second shot clock in use, 1 extension each per rack of 30 seconds, and you get 60 seconds after the break. I'm Mark White, and we'll be describing the action for you. I'm all alone today. 96 players began. Double elimination. This is a losers round 1 match. Daniel Guttenberger, the local man, of course from Austria, up against the Albanian on your left, just taking a sip of water there, getting himself hydrated and ready for action. Winner breaks within each set. Day 2, very, very busy day. We have the women already underway. We've got the second day of the men's, and we also begin the highly entertaining mixed Scotch doubles. Really looking forward to that. Here we go then. Breaking from the side. Unfortunately, only finds the cue ball to enter a pocket. So it will be ball in hand for the Austrian. Quite a tall young man. Yeah, whatever you do, don't move that with the tip of your cue because it will be a foul. We once saw the great Chang Jung-lin do that in the final of the teams in Puerto Rico. Referee John Lehman on that occasion called the foul for moving the cue ball with the tip. Now 10 ball is over the corner pocket. I'm sure he'll be playing the 5-10, maybe even the 3-10 now because of where he's finished on this 2 ball. He's a bit straight. The 10 ball will be replaced, respotted. Yeah, running the cue ball through just far enough. Didn't want to be hampered by the 9. Albania pretty well represented here this week. Eklan Kaci, Kledio Kaci. I'm sure I saw another Albanian flag somewhere within the draw. Well, he could play the 3 off the 10, but he's lost the cue ball slightly here. It's a tricky little angle, this, into the side pocket on these Predator Arc tables. They're not the most forgiving. So he's going to be very, very accurate with this purple 4. We've seen many balls missed into the side pockets this year so far. So the scratch not costing him anything. Won't be going for this. Can hold the cue ball over behind the 7. Or he's gone thin off of it. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I think there was an easier shot than that one that he played, and now Daniel can just play a nice little cannon into the 7 ball here, hold for the 5, leave a bit of distance on the orange, quite close to the corner pocket, so that shouldn't be a problem. Could also draw to the side rail as well, low right. Yeah, did just catch the 7 ball, but mind out the way, Daniel, we can't see. No, not sure if that 6 does pass. The 8 may have to play it to the top left. There's also the possibility of a combo. Very tall young man, isn't he? Using all the shot clock there. He's played that pretty nicely. Okay, maybe overrun it just slightly, but it's okay. Can play it to the top left. Cue ball bouncing off the side rail. Give him nice position on the 7. Oh, quite some distance out with that. Didn't really threaten the pocket, did he? Well, he's had 2 shots and he's potted the cue ball on both occasions. Not a great start for Matrizi. So made a couple of mistakes. He's got away with it. That 6 ball could well have cost him the rack. And now can just play a nice little soft draw shot over towards the 10 to take this opening rack. Nicely done. 1-0 it is. Plenty of other action going on as well, guys, at the moment. 3 tables available to you on Pro Billiard TV. Over on table 1, George Antonakis from Greece is up against Emil Andre Gangflo. You may remember yesterday Emil lost to David Al-Qaedi in straight sets. Over on table 3, Bernard Blake, who lost yesterday to Max Benko. Oh, he's got another tough one. He's up against Woo Kun Lin, one of my favourite players. And Woo Kun Lin already 2-1 up in that one. This is losers round matches, remember, guys. Bader Al-Wahadi is up against Ali Baidu. Young Estonian Rivo Meinret, 2-1 up on Roberto Bartol. Back to this one. Guttenberger breaking off then with a slight advantage, 1-0. Good square break. Ball's threatening, but nothing down. And nothing really easy on the 1 ball. There's a nice safety he can play here. Send the 1 ball back down. Cue ball over behind the 3. He's gone the other way. And he played a similar shot in the opening rack. Hasn't got cover. got into the cue ball just a little bit too much there. Walks back to his chair disappointed. But he's not left anything, well, he's not left a hanger, that's for sure. The 3-ball could come into play here as well if he goes for the pot, but he didn't. So cagey start to this second rack. Balls in, they're okay. 4-ball maybe just a little bit awkward. It goes into both corners. Oh, that's a poor shot. Looked like he was in two minds to me. Didn't really know what to play. Ended up playing a nothing shot. So this is a really good opportunity now for Arjan Matrizi. So just drop this in. Play it with a bit of right hand spin maybe, just to check the cue ball. So key shot coming up. Oh dear. Is he playing this into the side? It looks a little bit awkward into the side. Thought he might have played over near the rail, but maybe it's a lot easier than I think. Yeah, it was no problem. Certainly gets on with it, doesn't he? Doesn't hang around. I believe the 8-ball does just pass the 10. Oh, he's got a little bit too much angle. May have to use the 9-ball here as a buffer to hold the cue ball. It does go. Now you can swing the cue ball in and out of the corner. 2 rails. Leave the 9 into the same pocket. Obviously didn't go. Was trying to make the 10. And now it will be the 10 ball for Daniel. Wants to play this with a little pace. Doesn't want to lose the 8 ball near the 9 ball. Played it very, very nicely indeed. Referee respots the 10. Has just a little angle, I believe, on this 9 ball, so I can just get the cue ball away from the rail. Yeah, nicely done. Makes the 10 ball unmissable. Saw one earlier on, Linnea Holmström. Had a similar shot. Ended up missing the 10 because she left herself on the rail. Didn't really make an attempt to get off the rail, but Daniel did. And doubles his lead, 2-0. Now I've just seen, flash up on my screen, Bader Alawahadi has actually forfeited that match, so maybe for whatever reason didn't get to travel to Austria, so it will be Ali Al-Ubaidli, and we'll go through to the next round. Nicholas Dart is in action as well, the German. You may remember had that really good match with Joshua Filler, his fellow countryman, in the recent UK Open. Pushed Joshua Filler all the way, and he's doing well here. He's 3-1 up against Lovro Bresun. Victor Forczynski 3-1 down to Greek Dimitris Lukatos. So Daniel to break off then, leading 2-0 in this first set of a possible 3. Try again. Hand rack 10 ball, notoriously difficult. We had a match yesterday and there was 10 breaks without a ball made. Having said that, this morning, well, look at this. Made the one in the side, didn't call it. So, player option. Daniel says, have the next shot as well, young man. He's hooked on the 2. He's going to have to get a lot of swerve into this. Good shot to hit it. Yeah, and then what does he do here? Just hold the cue ball behind the orange maybe. Send the blue away. Tried to use the 4. Maybe didn't like the thought of having to dig down on the cue ball to stop it maybe behind the 5. Straightforward safety here though. Send the blue back up the table. And he's got a few balls to hide behind, but I don't think he's got it. In fact, he's left it. And in theory, Daniel could just draw into the 4 here and hold for a cut on the 3 into this bottom right-hand corner. He's looking to follow. So coming to this right-hand side rail. And that looks very, very nice indeed. Doesn't want to be straight. I think he is pretty straight. A little bit unlucky that. Played a very good shot. Has he got just enough to play it with some top right? No, he's drawing. Trying to stun off the rail. Oh, just had to stop it. He was dead straight. So nothing he could do. So this is a tricky little shot on the purple 4. The good news is he doesn't have to do too much with a cue ball. Okay. Can leave himself on the 6 into the side. Just be a little bit careful, just a little bit more angle than maybe he would have liked on this 5 ball. Now what kind of cannon is he going to get onto the 7? He would love to send it towards this bottom left-hand corner if possible. How many times do we see that? So much concentration on the cue ball. Missed a relatively easy 6 ball. And this is a chance. Draw past the side pocket. Yeah, you might have noticed there, he's one of the players that aims higher on the cue ball and then dips the cue at the last minute. Wow, he had so much right-hand spin on that inside spin. Completely swerved the cue ball away from the 7 and ended up hitting it way too thin. And speaking of thin, this is very thin. I don't think he's going to take this on. Yeah, nice effort, unlucky. Very difficult to control the pace of the cue ball over such a long distance. Now this is a little tappy one as well. Super easy to hit. Just wondering, can he make it in the top corner? I don't think he can. Don't think he can cut it enough. Yeah, this is one of those shots. Very, very easy to hit, but trying to work out, maybe he might do well just putting it on the top rail. Yeah, I think that was a little bit ambitious, trying to kick it into the top right hand corner. Now has it gone beyond the cut into the side? That tells me it has. Causes 30-second extension. Yeah, didn't like the pot. Chance of the scratch in the side. Once again, it's an easy one rail kick. Can he kick and stick it? Get the 7 behind the 8 and leave the cue ball where the 7 is. That's what he's going for. Does call the side as a just in case. Wonderful. Really good shot there from Daniel Guttenberger. Exactly as played. And this will be a 2 rail kick. pretty good as well. Some good stuff here from these two. Some interesting safeties, hooking and kicking. Already in rack 3 and we haven't seen a jump cue yet. That's unusual. Talking of jumping, Fedorgorst started off with a great win yesterday, and he will be playing Radoslav Babica from Poland. And that's tomorrow in winners' qualification. Oh, this is well played. This is very well played indeed. Was in complete control of everything there. The perfect contact on the 8. The cue ball just past the side pocket, bringing him nicely onto this 9, where he can play it into the corner. He can play it into the side as well. The position side of it is easier if he plays it in the side. Of course, the pot is just a little bit tricky. Decided to play short side. Now then, he did miss a 6 ball earlier into this corner. He undercut it. And on the new cloth, you want to be sliding it in off the long rail, really. Don't want to be hitting the right hand jaw, especially if you're playing it with any pace. Yeah, nicely done. So increases his lead to 3-0 and is on the hill now. Things looking a little bit desperate for the Albanian in this first set. Now let's just take you through some earlier results. Dennis Grabet having a 2-1 win over George Antonakis, which is why George is now playing on the loser side. Oliver Shnonoki played very well yesterday to beat Mustafa Alnar from Turkey. Josh Villa was amazing. Should have won 4-0, 4-0. Ended up missing an 8 ball yesterday. But he did win 4-0, 4-1. Moritz Neuhausen with a great win as well over Electra Patel. Victor Zelensky is responsible for sending Daniel Guttenberger to this one-loss side, and he is breaking now for the first set. Oh, it looked like a ball was going to go in the corner, but it didn't.
7.
Yeah, all going wrong at the moment for Matrizi. It's okay just to miss the 5 ball. Can play the 3 and the 4 into the same pocket. Things looking good to take this opening set for the Austrian. Strong presence from the Austrians, as you would expect. In their home country, Max Lechner, Mario He, Albin Ocean, Jasmine Ocean. Jasmine and Albin will be pairing up again in the doubles. Doubles starting later on today. Always a great event, that. It really is becoming one of the most enjoyable events on the pool calendar in my eyes, and I know from speaking to a lot of people and watching social media that it's very popular with a lot of people. And at this event there's even more strong teams. One of them, Fedor Gorst, is playing alongside Rita Chow, and Christina Takac is teamed up with Eklund Kachi. I'm calling them Takachi. And it's going to take a lot, I think, to catch them as well. Got to be one of the favourites. Just watch this 9 ball with your T-shirt, Daniel.
Extension. Timer? Yeah, timer.
So the first set does indeed go to the Austrian, and Matrizi decides it's time for a timeout. So I'm going to do the same, and Mark White will be back with the second set, guys, very soon. Welcome back to the Alpina Alpendorf Hotel here in Pongau, Austria. Daniel Guttenberger up against Arjan Matrizi. As you've probably seen, very dominant first set from the Austrian. Coming up next on this table at 3 p.m. local time, Sanjin Perlevanovic will be up against Petri Mäkinen from Finland, the man with the big break. Now then, big breaks is something we haven't really seen yet. Dry breaks at a premium. Looking to make a ball, he will break off first in this second set. Winner breaks from here on in within the set. Yeah, it wasn't a very good hit, that one, to be honest. Very fortunate not to scratch there and leave a nice easy opener. And it would have been nice, wouldn't it? Look at that for a layout. Just the safety in behind the 9. Now I can kick off this right-hand side rail. Or the left, the bottom rail as we look. So he's doing his measuring system. I've never quite understood that one. I know that was the mirror system, I believe, and there's also the diamond system. What do you guys use in the chat? I just eye them through. I grew up playing snooker and there's no diamonds or anything on the rails to help you. You just kind of learn. And he's been very fortunate there. Matrizi is the unfortunate one. He's hooked and a very, very good hit. He didn't use any system, did he? He just kind of knew it. Safety here. Cue ball in behind the purple 4. Send the 1 between the 5 and the 10. Oh, he's got in behind the 10. I think had to get the hook. However, he played that shot. So he's going 2 rails here. Calling the side pocket. Again, a very, very good hit. And what a shot he's played there. Who needs mirror or diamond systems? Not him. Okay. Hasn't really got anything on the 2 ball, but it keeps him at the table. He does have a thin edge of this. Now look at this for a shot. Getting behind that 6 maybe. No, too strong. But a really, really nice kick on that 1 ball from the Albanian. There is the jump stick. First time we've seen it. And used to good effect. He's got it safe again. There is a thin edge from Matrizi. Try and get in behind that 7 ball. Oh, it's a great line. Just a little bit short of pace. Now there is a shot at this 2 ball. But how do you get to the 3? 4 balls blocking the path. Unless he can get in between the 6 and the 4, can he? Surely not. He does have at least a quarter of this 2 ball. He's going to play it on the thinner side into the top right, safety in mind. A bit heavy on the cue ball. He's got away with it, and he's also made the 4 and the 5 a little bit awkward as well. So a very, very tactical opening to this second set. Of course, Daniel, winning the first, doesn't want to take any chances early on. I must say, I am impressed with this man's kicking. It's the 3rd one now. Okay, he's left a shot. And this 2 ball for Guttenberger. It was a lovely 3-rail kick though from Matrizi. I expected him to get that one. And I fully expect Matrizi to get this one as well. Oh, he's a little bit close to his work. And that's a little bit careless, a little bit sloppy there. Oh, not much to hide behind though, is there? At the top end of the table. Play the 3 into the 7, draw the cue ball back behind the 6. I'm not even sure Matrizi has a jump cue with him. Very cagey, isn't it? It's another 2-rail kick this time. Well, a little bit lucky, but a good hit. And if you hit the ball when you're hooked, you kind of deserve something as well from it. And this is nasty. This is a very small target. for the Austrian. And is he just going to tie something up? I think he is. That's how good the hook is. Yeah, decided to tie the 4 up. But of course, with ball in hand, he can put the cue ball anywhere and leave himself the angle to play a cannon or get in behind the 4 ball to play it to the top left. Or the safety, of course. He has options. He's gone all old school, hasn't he, here? And you can't blame him. He's lost the first set. Doesn't want to take any risks. Sometimes the one-railers are the hardest ones. And now, that good safety behind the 10 has given the Albanian a good chance here to get his first rack on the board. And this first rack of this second set, obviously really, really important, as every rack is in these short races, but even more so for this young man. That's a really nice shot he's played there. Well judged, good pace. I think he could just draw back, but get himself away from the rail again. Doesn't want to leave himself dead straight on this 7. That's okay. How does he play this? He's going to play it with inside. Or is he going to draw it? Or is he just going to play plain ball? Just plain ball. Of course, that was the problem. You can be running away from the 9, but it's okay. And he's worked really, really hard to win this rack. Played some great kicks. Oof, he got into that cue ball. It was a little bit of a scare. But he is on the board. He leads 1-0 in this second set. Let's just take you around this beautiful arena here in the Alpendorf Hotel. Harold Stolka has lost the first set to Georgiev from Bulgaria. Viktor Fortunsky has lost the opening set and is a rack down in the second to Dimitris Lukatos. Very good friend of Alex Kazakis, of course. Alex will be in action in the doubles later on today. Woo Kun Lin, as expected, I suppose, has taken the opening set against Blake Bernard from New Zealand, and he leads 2-1 in the second as well. The man from Chinese Taipei, Hamza Al-Wadi, he's 3-3 with Andreas Brezic from Austria. Emil Andre Gangflo is 3-2 down to George Antonakis from Greece. little bit unlucky there. No shot on the 2. So plays a push out. I think he might be in a little bit of trouble though after this shot. Well then, speaking of Austrians, Jasmine Ocean will be playing tomorrow, and her first match will be against Ina Kaplan, who played earlier on today and beat Cindy Keller from Switzerland in straight sets. That's a tough match for Jasmine as an opener. Tough one as well for Kennedy Mayman tomorrow morning against Xiaofang Fu. The other American, Savannah Easton, is up against Austrian Sandra Baumgartner. Those matches are tomorrow, guys, at 1 p.m. Looking forward to those. Very, very strong field of 64 players. Oh, maybe starting to find a bit of confidence here. You wouldn't call him textbook technique, but he's got his own style. Entertaining to watch as well. Quite a lot of movement when he plays his shots. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a tester of that technique, very close to the rail. He passed the test with flying colours. Next colour is the brown 7. He's got a very colourful cue butt as well, hasn't he? That's a confident stroke as well. Cue ball, though, he's very close. If it's not in, he's angled himself. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, he was trying to get closer to the 9, which is why he played it the way he did. He could have just played it a lot slower and left himself a longer 9. Didn't have to go back and forth. Well, now this is horrible. This is going to test his kicking ability. We saw the amazing Cesca Centeno play a shot like this once when she hooked herself on the 10. Very similar, but the other way round. Doesn't look far away from where he's aiming. Well, it's a good hit once again. Shot wasn't easy. Judged the cue ball behind the 10 very nicely as well. So a little bit of a steal there for Daniel Guttenberger. Arjan playing really well right up to the 9 ball. Hooked himself behind the point. Kicked at it successfully, as he has done with every shot so far. Unfortunately, though, left it into the side for the Austrian, and he said thank you very much, danke. Now, I just missed that stat that flashed up on the bottom of the screen. I was looking at some results, guys, and latest scores. Emilundra Gamflo has levelled up at 3-3 against Greece's George Antonakis. Just a reminder, coming up on this table, table 1, after this match, Sanjin Perlevanovic will be up against Petri Mäkinen. 3 tables for your viewing pleasure, free of charge. And on table 3, there will be another Albanian against Igor Afafev. It's coming up at 3 o'clock. And on table 2, Jonas Saute Komino, the island boy from Ibiza, will be up against Mariusz Cimecki from Poland. Now, balls down, finally, for Daniel. He does have a look at this one. 4 ball, very awkward though. Wondering, has he got enough of this one to cut it in? Try and go full rails. Could also play the safety. No, I think he's going aggressive here. Yeah, there you see from the overhead, he does have the angle, the potting angle. And he's played that absolutely beautifully. Not sure though. Well, he does have an angle. Cue ball just before the side pocket. Maybe just flick the 8. If he comes past it, he'll have an easy safety as well. So it's kind of a free shot at this to try and break open the 4. Well, it must go in the top right then. He's played short side, and what a shot he's played there. Didn't even realise it went. If you want to be picky, just gone slightly further, making the position to the 5 that little bit more difficult. Cue ball going to the right. Can he hold off the 10? Maybe. Mr. 10 ball. He's okay. Now cue ball between the 8 and the 10. 7 ball. Nice location. Pretty close to this bottom right hand corner. This is good stuff from the Austrian. He's having to work hard for this. Nothing's easy. Played a wonderful shot to get on the 4 ball. It's a bounce. He's got it. He's okay. Can draw off the right-hand side rail. About 5 on the clock face, low right, just to hold the cue ball, check it up off the side rail. Taken these very well. Couple of tricky shots along the way, but it's all worked out very nicely. He now takes the lead in this second set by 2 racks to 1, and more importantly 1 set to 0 in front. Best of 3 sets, remember. Rivo Maimret from Estonia has taken the opening set against Roberto Bartol, and it's 1-1 in their second set. Now Emil Andre Gangflot actually lost the opening set. They were 3-3. George Antonakis has won it to take the first set. Nicholas Doa continues his great vein of form. He's a set up and 3-1 up in the second against Livro Beshun. Andreas Brezic is making it a good day for Austria as well. He's taken the first set against Hamza Al-Wahadi. Back to this one. A few local fans in the audience there, look, watching the local man breaking to get on the hill. Cue ball nearly scratched. He made the 1 ball in the corner, and he has a shot at the 2. And all of a sudden, a wonderful chance to get on the double hill. Well, we have Jasmine Ocean in the chat. How are you doing, Jasmine? Oh dear, and not for the first time today. We see a player concentrating so much on the position on the cue ball, just forgot to pot the ball. Wow, that's a thin one. That's ultra thin. There's nothing wrong with his eyes. I just want to give a mention to Jasmine Ocean's YouTube channel as well. If you haven't subscribed to it, guys, it's one that you've got to get on. She does produce some fabulous training videos. There's a little bit of comedy involved as well. Very, very knowledgeable. Well, 9 balls gone in. Yeah, I was going to say, don't give that away just yet. Come and have a look. Yeah, walks away. Can't see the 2. Now there is a 2-rail kick on. Didn't see him call the side, but maybe he did. That's normally the call. Just in case, he'd love to kick and stick this behind the 5. Called it a bit thin. Well, he has made the 2 in the side. Did he call it? He did. Yeah, that's usually the call that they make on that 2-rail kick. Got a little bit fortunate the way he ended up making it. And he's finished absolutely prime position on this 3 ball. I think there's a fly in the arena. Hope he's got a ticket. Actually, I should say, guys, anyone in the area of San Johan, near the Alpendorf, get yourselves down there. It's free to enter. You don't need a ticket. Everyone welcome. Come and have a look. Get up close and personal with your favourite players. I've always found pool players to be the most approachable sports people on the planet. It's not very often you can get this close to your stars and have a photo with them. Get your autograph. Maybe even get to play a game with them. You never know. I've seen that before. So Daniel in good position here. Just a straightforward bounce off the top rail, back down towards the 7 ball. Now just off straight would be nice. That's okay. Little soft draw onto the rail. Leave the 8 into the side. Should be plain sailing from here.
Extension.
So, Akt, Zen, for 3 und 1, rather. Mixing French up with my German here. Jasmine Ocean's got me at it now. She's got me trying to speak German. So this 10 ball, he will be feeling wunderbar. Yeah, nicely done. Holds his hand up for a little bit of a lucky positional shot along the way. Well, the lucky 2 probably he's talking about. Lucked it into the side, but it counts. And you get enough bad luck in the game that when you get some good luck, you've got to take full advantage of it. It's not an apology when you hold your hand up. It's more of just an acknowledgement, you know, yeah, I know, I got a little bit fortunate there. Of course, they're professionals trying to earn a living. And talking of earning a living, there's some big money on offer this week. 37,500 to the winner of this tournament, 17,500 to the runner-up. Losing semi-finalists get a very nice $8,750. 5th through 8th, 4,375. 9th through 16th, 2,190. And even if you come 17th to 32nd, you still get 1,095. All goes towards your expenses, doesn't it? Players spend a lot of money flying around the world. giving us lots of great entertainment. So Guttenberger breaking off for the match. Nice little pop on the break. Pretty good hit. But nothing doing. And a chance for Matrizi. Into the side pocket. I think the one does go. Yeah, I think he's just going to free wheel now. He knows he's at the point of no return. Just relax. Take it a rack at a time. Enjoy yourself. Show the crowd what you can do. We all know he can obviously play. He certainly wins my shot of the match as well. That beautiful kick on the one ball, which wasn't easy. It's not your normal two-rail kick and stick. He played it very, very well. And there's another example of his decent kicking. Okay, played a bad positional shot to the 5, but he hasn't missed one kick the whole of the match. And we've had some pretty strategic close racks as well in this match. It hasn't been as easy as the scoreline may suggest. Now, does he cut this in? We know he's got an eye for a thin ball. Maybe it's just a little bit too thin. Can still play the thin safety though. Swing the cue ball round 3 rails. Oh, he's just going for the kick again. He's called the kick in the side and he's made it again. A tap on the leg from Guttenberger. Wow, amazing. I was just talking about his great kicking. He still hasn't missed one. Well, that's tremendous. Great to see. And what I find most interesting, he doesn't use any systems either. I wonder if he's been a bit of a snooker player in his past. Looking very fluent. Playing really well. Yeah, well done, sir. Another really, really nice finish from the Albanian. Now we have another result to bring you. Wu Kun Lin from Chinese Taipei, 2-0 winner over Blake Bernard from New Zealand. Andreas Bresic from Austria has taken the first set against Hamza Al-Wadi, but it's the man from Oman who is 2-0 up in the second. Another result, Niklas Dohr from Germany, 2-0 winner over Luvro Breschun. Just a reminder, after this match, 3 p.m. local time, Petri Mäkinen from Finland, the man with the big break, is up against Sanjin Pelevanovic, who we saw yesterday actually on one of the TV tables. Didn't play very well yesterday, Sanjin. He struggled. Yeah, I think he's maybe either the one has moved or perhaps they're not quite square. I'm not sure. Video Catchy will be on table 3 at 3. He's playing Igor Arafev. On table 2, Jonas Salto Comino, the island boy from Ibiza, the party island, is up against Mariusz Zinecki. That's on table 3. All those tables are streamed absolutely free, Pro Billiard TV. And of course, if you want any information on the tournament in general, guys, the bracket and all the good stuff like that, it's all available on probilliardseries.com. Well, this is interesting. Does he sneak in behind the 9 ball? Well, he's looking at going for this bank. He certainly called the bottom right-hand corner. I can't see because he's where he's standing, but he could be going all in for this, you know, and hold the cue ball. He's certainly gone all in for it. Has it got the legs? Oh dear, you know, as soon as he hit it. But it wasn't hard enough, and he lost the cue ball as well. Now then, this would be a good shot. But he's also got the possible carom or the combo. He's played that well as well. Could we be seeing a comeback? Well, this is incredible. He's perfect on this 5, just to draw for the 6 into the same pocket. Yeah, that's good as well. Can stun off the left-hand side rail. Back to just a couple of feet away from about where he is now would be okay. That kind of line. Going all the way to the rail. If he's straight here, it means he can't get the cue ball away from the rail really. Can maybe pinch the pocket just a little bit, steal a bit of angle, which he does. Now just play this with a little dab of left-hand spin to get as straight in on that 10 ball as he can. Just off the rail, doesn't want to be tight on the rail. Don't want the middle pocket point sticking its nose out at you. Oh no, he hasn't done it again, has he? Earlier on, you may remember, hooked himself behind the point on the 9 ball. Not this time. And all of a sudden, we're heel in this second set, and the Albanian will be breaking. Just a reminder, guys, tonight at 6 p.m. we have the first of our mixed Scotch doubles games beginning, and first up on this table, table 1, will be Jasmine Ocean and her brother Albin. We'll be up against Marion Jude and Alex Montpellier from France. That's at 6 p.m. on this table here. Table 3 will be Mighty Reparo and Sanchez Ruiz up against Robbie Capito and Soa Soa. And on table 2, Chao Che Yu and Feder Gorst will be up against Shasha Liu and Chien. All those matches coming up for you at 6 p.m. on our 3 stream tables. Free to watch, of course, right here on Pro Billiard TV. Well, that was almost perfect. But instead, it's another chance. Can the Albanian make it 1 set all? He smiles at Daniel. Daniel smiles back. Oh, maybe the fairy tale could come to an end, although this is very awkward. Oh, I didn't notice what he did there. Beg your pardon. He's obviously fouled. Just like my school reports used to say, Mark needs to concentrate more. Well, he must have just touched the ball with his hand there or something, maybe the 3 ball, but it was a foul. I just watched the replay and I couldn't see anything. Anyway, chance for Daniel to finally close out this match. Oh, not like that. Just trying to leave the 3-4. Doesn't want to move the 3 ball and wants to hide the cue ball as well. Maybe behind the 9. Well, don't be surprised if he doesn't come up with something special here. He's got a 100% record at his kicking at the moment. Well, it looks like he's playing straight at it. Is he playing the 4? Can he catch it thin enough to play a carom on the 4? Oh, here comes another 2-rail kick. Yeah, B ball in hand, no rail, no contact with the rail after making contact with the 3. So second ball in hand for Daniel. sure the 5 passes the 6. Extension going on the back of the cue. He's a tall man. Still quite the reach this is, isn't it? And he's got to be careful of that 8 ball as well. Well, not the 8. What ball is it? The 6 ball, isn't it? By his hip there. The beeps of the shot clock just interrupting the shot, so causes extension, another 30 seconds to settle himself. This is a big shot, this one. I think he needs the bridge, doesn't he? Oh, he can reach it. Oh, he's completely hit that wrong. Yeah, extension on the back of the cue. Long piece of cue hanging over from the bridge hand. It's never easy to judge the pace, and he's got it all wrong. Still got it onto the top right hand corner if he wants. He can play it to the left as well. Big reward if he can get it. Oh, beautiful shot. Well played. I think he might still have a shot to play here. If he's dead straight on this, he's going to have to put a big draw to get from the 6 to the 7. Well, he's tried to pinch a bit of angle there. To me, it says that he's lost a bit of confidence, Daniel Guttenberger. Well, he seems to be enjoying himself, doesn't he? Plays with a smile on his face, which is always nice to see. He's certainly growing on me, this player. Come on, Arjan, take us to a deciding set. Our other game is due to start in about 29 minutes' time. So if it does go to another set, I think we might be running just a little bit late. Play this 8 to the side pocket, low left on the cue ball. And that's absolutely perfect. Just run the cue ball through for the 10. Oh, what a turnaround this is. It was absolutely sailing, Guttenberger. Now, yeah, look at that. The glove thrown down from Daniel Guttenberger. And I think he might be taking a break here. Just go and have a talk to yourself in the mirror or something, but maybe he's not going anywhere. But Arjan is, yeah, smart move. Going to take a little break, so I'm going to do the same, guys. And I'll be back with the deciding set as soon as Arjan Matrizi walks back into the arena. See you soon, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Just a technical problem, but I am back. Good to be here. Oh, what's he done here? Oh, he seems to have completely lost the plot. Before it was Arjan who was scratching all the time and making mistakes. Now, all of a sudden, it's the Austrian with a chance to take the opening rack in this deciding set. This is such... Well, it's a game that really pushes your temperament to the limits. You're out there on your own, you've got no teammates to back you up. And when you start making mistakes, you start to doubt yourself, the confidence starts to go. And of course, while that's happening, your opponent gets more confident. He's running around the table almost now. Yeah, but I like this. Just taking his time, making sure he has played the odd strange positional shot. So just pulling himself back there. Just hold on. Use the extension and make sure. And that's absolutely perfect. Can now just play a draw and play the 10 into the same pocket. So that scratch from Daniel Guttenberger is going to cost him the opening rack. He'll be seething in his chair. Doesn't even want to watch. Oh, what a game this is. How many times do we see it? Everything's going swimmingly well. The confidence is sky high. Everything in the garden is rosy. And then all of a sudden, a couple of little weeds appear to spoil the party. And now if you had to make a favourite, it would be Arjan Matrizi. Because Daniel looks absolutely gone in his chair at the moment. So kind of not the middle, not the rail, somewhere in between. Kind of on the first diamond he's breaking from. Full railer went close. Now then, the 3 and the 6 are a problem. May pass into one of the corners. The 3 ball. He's going to play safe here though, in behind the 2 and the 4. Maybe even break up the 3 and the 6 with this shot. Yeah, that's a decent shot. So that's changed the complexion, and now it's made hitting this 1 ball and getting it safe very important. And he hasn't done so. He's left an easy opener, which is just what Daniel needs, the way he's feeling at the moment. he's not happy with that one. Still okay. Still cut this in. Top left and low left on the cue ball. Or is he just going plain ball around? It was always going to be difficult to get on the 3. So now just the safety again. And it actually looks like Arjan Matrizi is enjoying himself out there. Enjoying the challenge, and why not? He's played some good stuff today. And showed a lot of heart to come back from the position he was in. King Picker. Oh, another good kick. He's had a little stroke of luck as well. What an incredible game Paul is. Can frustrate the calmest of people. Another good solid kick. Now, I did say earlier, I don't think this young man has a jump stick. Or does he? Is there one by his table there? Maybe there is. I've not seen him use one though. So he has got a piece of this. Calling the cross-side bank just in case. Oh, he's got no time. He thought he had an extension, but he hasn't. He played it with a second to spare. And he's got it as well. Oh, this is incredible. If he can knock this 4 in, there's every chance he's going to go 2 up in this deciding set. And a reminder, if we do get to 3-3 in this set, there would be a shootout. Didn't want to make the 5 as well. That's changed the whole complexion of this rack now. I mean, he still has a shot at the 6. To the corner. Draw back for the 7. He's played the 8 instead. A nice carom on the 8. And this has gone perfect. Just a little bit tricky, this. He wants to come 2 rails. Has to avoid the side pocket, though. It was done. And couldn't have played that better. Well, what a story this would be. I'm sure Daniel... Well, the thought must have been in his head that he's home and dry. The way he threw the glove down when he lost that second set just showed exactly how he's feeling. Very frustrated. Oh, he's underhit this slightly, has he? Yeah, would have liked another 6 inches or so. Still fancy him to get it, though. Oh, it was a... Well, it wiped its feet. 2-0 it is. Daniel, arms folded. played a pretty good first set. Missed a couple of balls, but didn't get punished for them. Won it quite comfortably, 4-0. Then was looking very comfortable in the second set. And then things began to change. Just a reminder, guys, we will have more matches for you coming up straight after this one. We are running late. We've still got 11 minutes until the next match is due to start. So come on, Daniel. Let's see the first shootout. I don't think there's been one on the TV tables yet, if any at all, but they are very exciting. 3-ball does go past the 7. Pretty sure he didn't play the cue ball there. And now makes the position to the 4 more difficult. Well, he's played that to perfection. Very nice shot indeed. Another score to bring you. Emil Andre Gangflot from Norway is out, beaten 2-0 by George Antonakis from Greece. But he will be playing in the doubles with partner Nina Tordvend. Remember, the doubles match is starting at 6 p.m. tonight, local time here in Austria. So some normality has been restored to the Guttenberger camp. Nicely done. So straightforward 10-ball to trail by just one rack at 2-1. And he has the break back. Hasn't been too much an advantage, the break, in this match. Mentioned Emil Andre Gangflot, his partner Nina Torvend. They will be up against Max Legner and Jiang at 6 o'clock as well, local time. Jason Shaw, what a pairing that is with young Savannah Easton from Las Vegas. They're up against Bernard and Sherman. ProBilliardSeries.com is the website, guys. All the info you need is on there. Back to this one. Guttenberger breaking off. 2-1 down. Deciding set. Well, ball behind the 3. So although the 1 is over the pocket, well, this is now not a very nice situation. Now he's not a jumper, so I'm wondering, some players would push to the jump here. He's trying to find the bottom rail. Oh, he's left a tempting bank shot. Went wrong. He's been fortunate. I'm sure if Federgorst was coming to the table, he'd definitely be jumping this one. This man is old school. Well, could have been worse. Daniel seeing the funny side of it, just a little smirk there. Now can he play it past and nestle up behind the 2 ball? No, going thin off it. Get behind the 10 here. Didn't get enough spin on it. Oh, he's scratched again. Similar shot. Scratched off earlier on. If he does run out here and get to the hill, he's guaranteed minimum of a shootout. And that will be the most that Daniel can hope for. Yeah, just slow down a little bit. Don't get ahead of yourself here. I like when a player plays with rhythm. What I don't like is when they start to rush shots. I think he just needs to check himself sometimes. But how can you criticise somebody that's playing the way he is? Really has played some fantastic pool at time this evening. Great stuff again from the man from Albania, Arjan Matrizi. What a story, what a turnaround. What a chance at an upset. Especially the way the first 2 sets were going. Looked like it was all over. But the man on your left had different ideas. He's stuck in there. And the man on your right, Daniel Guttenberger, seems to have lost all of his confidence. There's one of our referees there walking through. I wonder what's going through Daniel's mind now. So breaking for the match. Moved back to the rail this time. Almost made the one in the side as intended. Oh, he has fluked a ball. I think it was the 7 in the corner, the bottom left as we look. Now, the minimum he has is a carom on the 2. I think he can hit it thin enough to still make the 2. Oh, I've got to say I'm surprised he played it at that pace. Good job he didn't make it, because he would have hooked himself. Now he's left a very makeable jump for Daniel. He needs something to spark him back into action. At the point of no return here. Yeah, his jumping hasn't been great today. To be honest, this man's kicking has been way better than Daniel's jumping. But of course that was a shot that you had to jump that. He would have had high expectations of making it. With the 2 over the corner pocket. Nothing to do with the cue ball. Oh, what a flick that was on the 3 ball. Things beginning to go his way. Maybe it's written in the stars. What a chance now. Well, Steve Guttenberger will be gutted. He was in control of this match. Deep breath from Arjan Matrizi. This is a big moment for the Albanian. Two more good shots away. 6 to the 8. And 8 to the 9. Give himself a good shot on the 9 ball to get back for the 10. This could be the closing moments of this match. And this looks absolutely perfect. Just try and get near to the 9, make it as easy as possible, because he's going to have to do something with the cue ball to get to the 10. So just make the 9 easy. Well, this looks pretty good. Now, he's just got to be careful, I think. Yeah, very wisely taking the balls out of the corner. He's got to reach over the 10 ball here and don't draw all the way back into the corner pocket. Wow, this is sensational stuff. from Arjan Matrizi. Having a little smile to himself there. Daniel Guttenberger knows that he had a great chance of winning this, and I don't think he'll believe that he's lost it, but he has. It's the Albanian who goes through. Daniel Guttenberger will reflect on a very, very disappointing match. More to come, guys. It's the Island Boy next.